Hello and welcome. Arathix here, and this week I am very excited to say we have done it. We have gotten to 100 subscribers, so that's triple digits. And as promised, I will be doing a giveaway. What will that giveaway be? Well, I'm going to be giving away this Doctor Strange minifigure from the Sanctum Sanctorum set. I have an extra one of him, and I'm going to be giving it to one of you out there. So to find out how to enter this competition, please stick around to the end of the video. But I do want to say up front, I want to be as accommodating to as many people as I can. So I will try my best to send to whichever country you might live in. It may take longer for me to send it depending on costs, but I want to accommodate as many of you out there as I can. So please don't feel like you can't apply because you live in, a country that's really far away or in a different continent to me. I will try my best to accommodate you. So yeah, stick around to the end of the video to find out how to enter that competition. But what do I have for you this week? Well, I have something very exciting. I have gotten some new tables, which I put together already. They are behind me. And we're going to be shaking up the Lego City quite dramatically. You might already have noticed some differences behind me. And those things, we're going to have a look at what I've shifted around, but I have changed the layout slightly of some of the buildings and moved things around. I've added some more minifigures as well. I managed to pick up all of series, I want to say 27, 28, the latest series of minifigures. So I've got all of them. I've put a few of them in the city already, and we'll take a look at that. So without any further ado, let's jump straight in. Right, so there we go. We've got the two tables built and put on, and almost doubled the amount of space that we now have. It's a bit harder for me to maneuver around the city now, but yeah, 5 tables instead of just 3. We've got a lot of room to move some things around, and a little bit of optimizing in here so that I can more easily move around in here. So next we will move a couple of these buildings around. Going to shake up this city, and yeah, let's see what we can accomplish. Right, there we go. So we've moved some stuff around, and now there is less white table space. There is still some white table space, but we have shifted some things around, and let's have a closer look. So the first thing you might notice is that I have moved Ninjago City Markets. That used to be here, opposite Daily Bugle and Avengers Tower, and the plan was always to put it here eventually. I just needed 2 buildings, two base plates worth of buildings to replace it with when I moved over here. And now that I've been able to shift everything down a little bit, it just fits in there really nicely. Now, I am planning, hopefully by the end of this year, I would like to have the original Ninjago City corner building here. Apologize for the rain. It's a metal roof, so it can get quite loud if you can hear that. But yeah, so this is the new home of Ninjago City Markets. I think it looks a lot better here. It's a lot easier to see all of the details, all of the minifigures that are going on. So you can see the Blacktron guys having their meeting down here, which is quite important. You can sort of see there in the background that little shadow of a minifigure in the middle. That's Flex, I think, from Alpha Team, watching the Blacktron people. You can see the camera crew filming Misdemeanor, Samurai there leaving with his sword, just made by Kai, and some other minifigures. But yeah, it's a lot more visible now, so I think that looks really, really good, especially as a whole with the Ninjago Gardens on the left. I also built this makeshift bridge. Now, I don't have any of these in grey, so I've just sort of used random fence pieces for now, but we will replace them with grey and make it look match the rest of Ninjago City soon. But that's the first major change, and then obviously with that change came the moving of these 2 buildings to Marvel Street. So that's the information center here, and then Bob's headquarters right here. So I did add a few more minifigures to this street just because it was looking a little empty, because Ninjago City Markets doesn't really have a sidewalk out the front, so it was just the road sidewalk, but now it has the additional one. So I added the skateboarder from the latest minifigure series because I really, really love this figure. The green hair with the cap and just, being a longboarder. I'm a skateboarder myself. more akin to a longboarder. I don't use a longboarder. I don't use a longboard, but I skate like one, and I don't do tricks. I just use it to get around. So um, I do feel more of a kinship with longboarders than normal skateboarders. But then normal longboarders ask me, why aren't you riding a longboard? So anyway, that was a little tangent, but carrying on. I also added the M-Tron minifigure from the Space minifigure series, just there. I threw in Chen's henchman, and I think his name's Klaus, his right hand man, Chen's right hand man, and there he's having a go at the other of Chen's minions, if you will, because they are completely separated, and he's blaming this guy. In reality, they've just come through a time portal and, you know, popped up in different places over the city. Chen is actually over there fighting Deadpool and Wolverine, and then there's another one on the backside of the markets down there with that minion Tim. He's sneaking up on Aaron. So yeah, that's the figures that I've added to this street just to make it feel a little bit more lively, give it some more things going on. Who else have we added? Obviously, we've still got our Alpha Team member sneaking into Bob's office. It changed the sort of dynamics of the street a little bit, not too much. You've still got, you know, Black Falcons guys here, and the Rock Raiders fighting the Rock Monster there. Outside of the X Mansion is still the same, pretty much. Mega Minion Jerry is now sort of in the wrong place, but until I fill this space with road, because I'm going to put half base plate worth of road here temporarily. Once I get a few more tables, I will probably extend the city to the right even more. Yeah, so that's looking good for the city itself. And then outside of the city, I moved Magisto's magical workshop over here to what will one day be sort of like the outland. So you'll go from the city here, and you'll come out into, you know, the medieval castle area, and that might connect to Lord of the Rings, and that might connect to some Legend of Zelda stuff, and Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and that all then sort of feeds maybe into the Animal Crossing lands, and then you'd have maybe some desert lands, and that could have Fort Legorito in it, and the adventurers, the old adventures sets, like the Egyptian style adventurer sets from the 90s. But this is the Animal Crossing area sort of temporary layout. It's not been worked on too much. I have ordered some pieces for some water for a mock that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using the excess pieces from that to sort of test some designs for the Animal Crossing water. But it is going to be about this big. It might need to be bigger than this because there's sets that we don't have yet. The red base plate is not a real Lego base plate, but I bought some Lego base plates off a guy, and he threw in a bunch of fake base plates for free, so I might as well use them until I can replace them with actual base plates. But yeah, that is that's pretty much all for the update. Yeah, so we've moved some buildings around. What do you think? Do you think the Ninjago City markets looks better over here? What do you think it'll look like once we get Ninjago City, original Ninjago City set to go in this corner? And then obviously everything will get moved down. I think that's going to look really, really good. This will essentially become Ninjago Street. We've got our Marvel Street, and then we've got Ninjago Street, and they sort of intersect. These will one day be replaced by other buildings, probably Marvel related ones, so that it's still a Marvel street per se. But you do also have the X Mansion here, which is also Marvel, so it becomes a bit more vague. But yeah, that is the city. And now, as promised, I'm going to be giving away a minifigure. This Doctor Strange from the Sanctum set. Mine is over there, fighting Eben Moore, I think his name is. So I'm going to be giving this one away to one of you. So how are we going to do this? Well, I've decided that we're going to do this. If you want to enter the competition, please drop this video a like. subscribe to the channel, and then drop a comment below and tell me what your favorite Lego set is. And this could be absolutely any Lego set. You can describe it, you can give the name, the item number, whatever it is. Just, let me know in the comments below. Say my favorite set ever is, and then whatever it is, and then I'll count your username as being in for the competition. Next week we will do a random spin wheel to see who wins, and then I will reach out to that lucky viewer and arrange for delivery. It might take some time, depending on where you live. If you live in the UK, then it should be a very easy and speedy process for me to send it to you. If you live abroad, then it might take me a little bit longer. But please, everyone, feel free to enter. Now, my favorite Lego set, and I'll put some footage over this of my favorite Lego set, is the UCS Razor Crest. I absolutely love that set. The building it was really, really fun. It uses some really great building techniques to accomplish all the shapes of the ship, and it just absolutely looks fantastic. There's barely any studs on the exterior. From a distance, you can't even really tell that it's Lego. It's a fantastic set, and that's my favorite set. So what's your favorite set? Let me know below with a like and subscribe, and you'll be in for your chance to win this Doctor Strange minifigure. So for now, that is going to be all from me until next week. So for now, stay cool, keep building, and I'll see you next time.